Hi pilots and co-pilots, Brian here. Today I'm trying a different aspect of X-Plane 11 beta. I haven't really looked at this before, but it's the flight school that's included with the release of X-Plane 11 so far. I've not really tried much of the stuff here because of course I figure, hey, I know this stuff, but I thought why not try this and see how good I am or otherwise, and how good are the actual courses that Laminar Research are providing for maybe new X-Plane pilots, people who haven't tried flight sim before. So I'm going to try a few of these, put them together in the video so you can evaluate them as well. If you have the X-Plane 11 beta, or when you get X-Plane 11, give it a go as well, make a video, share with me your thoughts. So let's have a go at this. Now, as you can see on this page here on the flight school, we've got the basics. If I go back to flight school again, we've got general aviation, navigation and helicopters. So I've only tried one of these right now, landing the Cessna 172. The taking off I think was pretty easy actually, so I'm going to try the landing one again, and then we'll maybe try traffic pattern today. Then maybe I'll do another video with VOR navigation and flying an ILS approach. You can see I've already tried these and got a score on them. They're not actually as easy as you might think. They are challenging and they're not always as clear in what you want to do. But let's try a couple and you can see for yourselves. So here we are with the lesson for landing the Cessna 172. As it says here, we're on final approach into Sea-tac, KSEA, runway 16 left, preparing to land our Cessna 172. So we've got the speed about 90 knots there. Let's do next and see what the instructions are. Whoa, okay. As we approach, you'll want to keep the plane's nose pointed down just a bit so the runway is above the cockpit glare shield. Go ahead and try it. Okay. Well, we're heading down. My speed's gone up a bit, so I'm dropping the throttle. And down we go. Just small adjustments on the stick to keep us in line. Looks good. Okay. Next, reduce the throttle to about 30%. Okay. Notch your flaps. Oh, the nose is trying to come up there. Okay, I don't know about 30%. I'm practically on idle on the throttle, so our altitude is a bit higher than it should be, lower the nose, okay. That should bring the speed back up a little. Our altitude is a bit higher, yes I know. Here we come. To keep it in line. Yeah, the pappies to the left of the runway are showing full white, so I am high on the glide slope. Low on the flaps again. A little bit of ballooning at the front, but not too much. Keeping our speed low now. There we go. We've got 3 white and 1 red. So we're coming back onto the glide slope. We're now on the glide slope. Okay, so I'll ease the nose up a little more. Go ahead and lower final notch your flaps, okay? There we go. Ooh, a little bit of ballooning there, but not too bad. Let's get that nose back down a little bit. Get us, there we go. We're back on the glide slope now. I don't want to go too slow at this stage. Okay, on the numbers, down the middle. Doing just above 60 knots. We're near enough to the centre line to make me happy. Oh, there's a truck over there. Not going anywhere on that road. In we come. Okay. Let's ignore the puppies now. Just focus on the runway. Looks good now. Right before the plane reaches the ground, gently raise the nose up a bit above the horizon for a soft touchdown. Well, yeah, but makes it all sound so easy. In we come. Cut the throttle a bit. Ease back. And apply the brakes. And now. And we've come to a complete stop. Way to go. Look at that. Landing performance, 99%. Centerline deviation. Hey, I didn't think I was that bad. But that's pretty good. End training. So I've just started up the second of the flight school sessions I'm going to try tonight. But as you can see, unfortunately I have the real world weather with the NOAA plugin active, and it's put some pretty poor visibility on. So I'm just going to go away and find out how to turn that all off so that we can actually do some flight training. I don't think we want to practice flying patterns in weather like this. Okay, back again. That's better. We can actually see there's some huge mountains at the end of the runway. I'm quite glad we didn't try flying a pattern without that, because I would have probably flown into them. Okay, it says here we are ready to fly our first traffic pattern. We're just going to take off, circle around parallel to the runway, and then turn back towards the runway to land right back here. Sounds simple. Let's give it a go. Follow the green checkpoint markers for a perfect pattern. Okay, off. Oop, off we go. I still suffer with very twitchy ground movement in X-Plane 11. So, I apologise for this. I think it's the sensitivity of my controls. Don't think it's with X-Plane 11. Things get very twitchy. X-Plane 10's not like this. And up in the air. Great stuff. So what are we doing? Just chasing the green check mark, I guess. Oh, I don't know what view we're on, but I can't look around. It's weird. Looks good. We've entered the upwind phase of the traffic pattern. Let's aim to maintain about 1100 feet. Okay, so we're coming up to 800 right now. Where's that gone? Or is that making me turn now? Okay, I'll level off. Okay, and this little arrow's appeared over on the right hand side there. Oh, there's a flipping big hill there. Okay. Oh, it wants me to fly towards the hillside. Awesome. That just seems like a great idea. Okay. This can't be right. Okay, and now it wants me to turn again. Good. Good, 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 good. Alright, round we go. I'm way too high here. But, it said 1100, but I don't like the look of those mountains there. Ah, cool. The big green check mark is actually reflected in the water. It actually exists. Okay, I'm getting back down to the height they recommend. I was not watching my height. We've entered the downwind phase of the pattern. I'm going to take the controls from a moment. What? You can keep yourself oriented during the pattern by looking over your shoulder at the runway. Something bad is happening to my screen. Remember that you can recenter your view by doing Shift +9. Okay. That was just weird. I'm not sure if that was maybe a plugin I've got that just did that. That was very disturbing. No, I don't seem to be able to look over my shoulder again. Weird. I guess that might be a bug. Well, we're keeping around 1100 feet now. Our vertical speed, yeah, we're dropping a bit there. It's alright. Not quite centered on this green checkmark. Pretty soon we'll turn for the base phase of the traffic pattern, followed quickly by our final approach. Okay. You can also begin descending now to an altitude of about 800 feet. It's perfect for making your final turn. Okay, down we go. I'm going to reduce the throttle a bit there as well. Okay, we're coming down now. 1,000 feet. Ooh. $900 feet. Okay. Turning around now. You might want to start putting out flaps now. Okay. Fine. Oh, and I've climbed up again a bit there. That was... See? It is good to practice these things. I don't like flying patterns at airports. If you watch my videos, by the time I get near the airport, I just want to put it down on the ground. I'm tired. So this is good practice. Right, I'm about 800 feet according to my altimeter. Alright, let's line up with the runway for final approach. I'm putting a bit more flap out then. Get my speed down and I'll start to descend. There seems to be a lot of hills, and not mountains, but hills in this area around here. Certainly don't want to lose much more height to clear that. Okay. Can't keep my throttle up there. We're going to skim these trees. I'm going to listen out for scraping noises as the undercarriage goes through the trees below. That looks pretty low. Okay, and we're over that bump. Okay, and I'm going to finish with the flaps now. Got full approach flaps now. Small airport, no pappies here. We just have to sort of judge a glide slope. This is good practice, actually. It'd be easier if there wasn't a great big green check mark over the runway, I feel, but okay. Oh, that's a big plane over there that they've squeezed in on this runway at some stage. Okay. We're on target. Bit to the right, and we can probably just bring it across. Down we come. Down we come. It's a beautiful area. And there we go. Straight, narrow, near enough, and nose up, throttle. Oop, I'm actually there. There we go, and flat, down, foot on the brakes. Nicely done. Why, thank you very much. Takeoff performance sucked. Yes, I know that. Airspeed, distance. Oh. Didn't like that for some reason. Maximum centerline deviation was better than I expected, considering due to my twitchy rudder pedals I was all over the place, but I obviously Didn't nail it on the airspeed and distance. Maybe I need to go back and try those ones. But anyway, that kind of looks like fun. So I'm going to put together another little video in a while, and I'm going to do the VOR and then an ILS, which is much more interesting for those of us. I mean, we can all kind of move the aircraft around the air, and it doesn't really teach you a lot here, but I think learning VOR and ILS is actually much more interesting for navigation purposes. So thanks for watching. Leave me comments if you've tried these. What do you think of them? And see you on the next video. Brian out.